Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're an emerging nation. Been around for about getting close to 4.5 years now, I think. And we've been putting in solid foundations because we intend to be and need to be here for many generations, not just a few weeks, months or years. Because we are a nation. And so we're now in a position where we can expand our economy, improve the liquidity and the value of our currency, and that will benefit all our citizens because all our citizens hold our currency. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You come along, you register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. So if you're not already a member, why not? Come and join us. Come with a positive mental attitude and you'll be welcomed. In fact, everybody is welcomed anyway, and everybody is treated as an equal part of one big family of humanity. We're non-separatists. That means we don't pigeonhole people because they're black or white or male or female or old or young or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being. We know that all human beings are unique, have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. And we'll have a little affirmation in a moment to help us with that ideology. But before that, we'll have a little prayer to help us with what everybody seeks in life, and that is true happiness. Everything that you do in life, you either do to avoid pain or to gain happiness, but people confuse temporary pleasure with true happiness. True happiness is something that everybody searches for, and many people don't even know that what it is that's missing from their lives. A lot of people have a lot of money, but you can't buy true happiness. And they have a lot of money, they say, I've got everything, what am I missing? They know there's something missing, but they don't know what it is. And you can only get that true happiness through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. So you don't have to stress out chasing after money or worrying about how you're going to find the time to do this, that, or the other, or how you're going to travel to those places that you've always wanted to visit. It'll all just start happening for you. The more service you offer to the more people. So that's what our little prayer is about, and we'll get started with that after we've welcomed people in. And we're welcoming people now that are watching live, and also people that are going to watch the replay, because 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for everybody, no matter where you live. And so a lot of people watch the replays, and they're all available in YouTube and Facebook. But we do have some people in now that are letting us know where they're from in the comment section, and it's always lovely to see people and know where they are from, and it just gives that idea that we are this global community, the United States of the world. And we've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, and we've got Ernwin Attree. I believe he's from Pakistan, but I'm not sure, I can't remember, and he hasn't put his country in. We've got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, Don in from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. We've got Mary in from Chicago, USA. And we've got Orin in from Monrovia. Peter in from Kettering in England. Bosina from Edinburgh in Scotland. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Peter from the Cameroon. We've got Derek in from West Palm Beach in Florida. And I think that is about all we've got in the comment section at the moment. Oh no, we've got Norman in as well from Doncaster, UK. So let's get started now. We'll have that little prayer, and then we'll have that little affirmation, and then I'll tell you what's been going on today. We had a busy day today. Okay, so dear Heavenly Father, We are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love bless each member, that they find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. And nobody else come in while I've been getting the little prayer and affirmation out of the way. So, yeah, today is my wife's birthday, and so we did go out for lunch. So I was missing for a couple of hours while we went out for lunch to celebrate. So, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Laura, happy birthday to you. Okay. And we got Andrew in from New Zealand, Auckland in New Zealand. Right, so apart from that, we did get together with Rohit and Devyani, and we put a lot of things right in the Share Hope program, and we actually ran the matrix. And I've been checking on everything since then, and it all looks good to me. However, if you find something that you think is not correct, by all means, let us know. We did have somebody that was saying he'd introduced a couple of people and they were showing in his downline, or not sure. Yeah, I think showing in his downline in We Share Abundance, but they were not in his downline in Share Hope. And the reason is they haven't verified their email address. If they've not verified their email address, we don't put them in, because we'd only have to take them out again anyway. So they're not valid members if they've not verified their email address. They are not members, in fact. They are just people that registered and disappeared. So if you're missing people, make sure that they have verified their email address, can log in, and then everything should be fine. I believe we've got everything right in the Share Hope plan. We will run the matrix again on Friday. We reinstated people whose subscription had expired over the period where we've been putting things right that needed correcting. And at the end of it all, I said, okay, let's give everybody their $10 back, or give them an additional $10. It's not really giving it you back, but we gave everybody $10. All, I think 400 people. I think it was exactly 400 people that we ran and were placed in the matrix. So all those 400 got $10, and that went into your Share Hope deposit account, and that will, once your subscription expires for the first time you paid, it'll pay you for your next 4 weeks. So that cost has set us back a little bit, because it's come out of the money that we would be using to pay the withdrawals from the Share Hope wallet at the end of the month. But we'll cover it, and we'll work on it, and we'll get it back so that we get back into a balanced situation there. But in the meantime, everybody's a winner, as they always are with We Share Abundance. Whatever happens may take time, but we get everybody into a profit situation, and we look after everybody. We can't wave a magic wand and do it all at once, but we do whatever we can as quickly as we can, and we consistently are working on that until we get to a stage where everybody that is a member of We Share Abundance, certainly at this present time, or 40 or 50,000 or whatever it is, are in pocket. And We Share Abundance is self-sustaining, and it will never be profitable as such, because we are a not-for-profit organisation. So everything that comes in goes out to the members one way or another. Of course, we have to pay expenses to keep the site running and things like that, and for development of anything new that we add. But then, having paid all that, anything that's left over goes out to the members one way or another. So bear that in mind, and just be grateful that you're with an organisation that cares and has been around for longer than most businesses that are online now. Businesses that started, we're not a business, we are a nation, but people think of us as a business opportunity. And so I sometimes talk in that vein. And you look at things that were available 4.5 years ago, and you tell me how many of them are still around today. And it will be a tiny percentage of those opportunities. We're here for the long run. We're going to be here in another 4 years, in another 40 years, in another 400 years is my goal. I won't be here to make sure it is there in 400 years, but that is our intention. It is to set it up in a way that it will be governed and worked by the members to be ongoing as a nation looking after its citizens. So I'm pleased that we have got that Share Hope, what's the word? Logic correct now, I believe. And so now, yeah, there may be things that you don't see that you want to see in the reporting section. We can deal with that. We can do that. As long as everything is accurate and is as it should be in what you're getting paid and everything else, then that's what's important. And we'll get the reporting sorted out over time so that you can see everything that you need to see. In the meantime, we have 400 people in there. Get out there now and explode that Share Hope business, because there isn't a better opportunity, and that includes our 777 plan, than the Share Hope plan. The Share Hope plan, with it being a subscription plan, it's only $2.50 a week, $2.50 a week, but it is a subscription, means that you have genuine recurring income. It's not from new sales, it's residual income, it's recurring income. It's the thing that used to make news agents really valuable businesses when they were sold in the old days. Now, I'm not sure how many people buy a newspaper today, let alone anything else, but in the old days, every household had at least one newspaper a day, and often more. And that was residual income. There wasn't a lot of money made on selling a newspaper, but a news agent may have 500 homes in his area, may have more, but 500 homes. And if they're buying, say, 1 or 2 newspapers a day on average, it's 1,000 newspapers, and if he was making a little bit of each one, that multiplied by 1,000 every day, and it all added up, and it made newsagent businesses very, very valuable. And we have that same recurring income system in that we have that $2.50 a week that people are paying, and it is all going out in member benefits to you people. So expand that. It will, over time, we're not talking about pushing a button and making $1 million overnight and then disappearing with your money before you've got a chance to find out what happened. We're talking about building something with an organization that's going to be here long after you've gone, that will benefit you over time and your family or anybody else, your dependents that come after you, anybody that you want to pass that ever-growing income onto. And that is why it's so valuable. 777 plan is great, and it's a good plan to promote and get people in because it's a single payment plan. People prefer single payment to subscription because subscription, they say, oh, I'm paying $10 every 4 weeks. Okay, it's not a fortune, but they pay it and they pay it and they pay it. And after maybe 12 weeks, they say, and I'm only making $1 or 50 cents or whatever it is. I'm going to stop paying it. We don't want people to get in if that's their attitude. We want them to understand what this is about and build an income of a minimum of $6,000 a month. No, more actually, $6,000 every 4 weeks over time that will last indefinitely. Okay, so that is why it's important. But the 777 plan is great. It's a single payment plan. You pay it once, and over time, gradually, it will repay you many, many times over. But it's not got the same power as somebody putting money in every week, that $2.50 every week. So they're both good and they work hand in hand, but there isn't a better plan available that I have ever seen than our shareholder plan. And of course, while you're building income there through the matrix and through the matching bonus payments and things like that, you're also building a liquidity pool to withdraw funds from your shareholder wallet, those tokens that we give you every month for tiny little bits of activity that you do. Okay, so so that's the main thing we've been on today. It has slowed us down slightly on the KYC, but we will still finish checking that tomorrow and get it uploaded and activated. So the automated KYC will be in place tomorrow, which was our goal anyway. But we were going to check it all today and load it first thing in the morning. We'll be continuing to check it tomorrow, and it'll be loaded sometime throughout the day tomorrow, and that will be in place as well. And once we've got those things there, as I say, there may be a few things that we want to do on the reporting, the information that you get, the feedback that you can get from your back office in the shareholder plan. But once we get those out of the way, anything in your back office from the shareholder plan, Rohit will handle. Devyani will move on to doing those upgrades on the 777 plan, and we'll get that sorted out and finished off. And then boys and girls, men, women, ladies and gentlemen, whatever, we'll be ready to start on our next projects, the Mole and the Fun Miracles website. Exciting times. Okay, let's have a look who else we've got in. We've got some other people that have come in, and we might have some questions. We had Andrew in from New Zealand, I remember. Deborah saying happy birthday to Laura. Thank you. Kingsley's in from Manchester in England. Tony, I have 3 levels filled in the community matrix, but commissions only went up by 20 cents. So that doesn't seem right to me. Any idea why that might be? You only get paid on the new subscriptions. So you won't get paid until more people subscribe again or resubscribe. So when people's subscriptions fail and they go through, there's another payment made. If last week you got paid on 20 people and they paid their subscription last week, their subscription isn't due for another 3 weeks. So you're only going to get paid on the people that are new that came in this week. So it's based on when they pay their subscription. Okay, I hope you understand that. If you don't, put another question in. We got Verna in from South Africa. Okay, until we get more details about where the commissions are being made, it's hard to tell if it's working right or not. I think you should be able to see where you're getting your commissions from now, but I've not really looked into it from the reporting point of view too much at this moment in time, Tony. But once I have, if I find that there is additional information or clarity needed, then we'll get that done. If the information is all there, then what I'll do is I'll do a training on how to find everything. But at the moment, what I've been doing is checking more about making sure that overall it is correct. And as far as I'm aware, with what I've been able to check, it all looks good to me so far. We got Richard in from Devon in England and Willie in from the United States. He's in from Atlanta, Georgia. And Tony, yeah, is in from Sheffield in England, by the way. Yeah, I knew that, but we hadn't introduced you previously, had we, Tony? Anyway, thank you for that and for your questions. But that is how the payments work. You won't get paid necessarily every week. You'll only get paid, well, you will get paid every week, but you'll only get paid on the people that have paid that week. And not everybody pays that week, but when they pay their $10. I'll explain it better once we've been through it all, and I'll check and we'll see how we can look at that. Okay. Let's give you some numbers before I forget to do them, because I did take the time to take them out. And we now, of course, do have the ShareHope plan back in, and we are up 28 on the last time we had a valid number to exactly 400 members. It would be lovely, lovely, lovely to think that those 400 members would go out and introduce one person each. So we had 800 next week, and then those 800 go out and introduce one person each. We'd have 1,600 the week after. Is that realistic? No, it isn't, because out of 400, we're probably only going to get something like 30 or 40 people, maybe a bit more, maybe 50, who are going to make any effort. Some of them will introduce more than one people, more than one person, and some will have made the effort, but they won't have much success and might not introduce anybody. But if they keep going, they will, and they'll get better at it. And so that's what's going to happen. But keep at it, keep sharing what we have in that Sharehope plan, it is a realistic way for everybody to build a sustainable income in a community that's going to be around for generations. And then we have an increase of 82 in our 777 plan. As I say, that is an easier sale. And those people get into the power line for the Sharehope. And then once we get the power line activation emails going out and get that sorted out properly, then it will make the Sharehope plan much more powerful. It'll move it along a lot faster. So we had 82 increase in the 777 plan to just over 20,000, 20,011 people in the 777 plan now. We had an increase of 45 in our registered members to 46,137. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base, but we logged in and we got 80 cents just for logging in from the revenue share. Took the bonus pool there up to $10,496.79. Okay, that's your numbers. What else? Yeah. Okay, we have started accepting people into the co-op for the Beyond Infinity PPP plan. It is third party. We have no control over it. We don't know what's going to happen with it. It's up to you to decide whether you think it's worth the risk. It's and everything's a risk, even being a member of We Share Abundance is a risk. I believe the risk in We Share Abundance is so minimal that it's almost non-existent, but there's a risk in everything that we do in life and everything that we get involved in. So you have to evaluate that for yourself. I think that the way Beyond Infinity are going about things and setting things up, that the risk there is relatively small. How much are the returns going to be? We don't know. But I believe that in time they will be significant. I don't think they have yet offered any sort of guidelines on that, because really I don't suppose they know either at this stage exactly what's going to happen with it. But what I do know is that you will never buy node licenses for less than you can get them up to the end of September. So it gives us 2 full months really to get the node licenses if we want them at what will be at most a quarter of the price that they'll be at in October. In other words, they will never cost you more than $250 for a node license if you put your money in now, whereas once you get to the 1st of October, a node license will be $1,000. We're running the co-op only until the end of September. So if you want to be in it, you can get in it, and it is $50 for a share. And one share will get you 1/5 of a node license. How will we work it all out? How will it all be done? We have, I don't know how many members we've got, and I'm not going to look right now, but let's suppose there's 200 people in there, and let's suppose there are, what's easy? Let's suppose there's 500 shares in total. It doesn't matter about the number of people, it's the number of shares. If there's 500 shares in total and we have Well, if we had 500 shares, we'd have 10 licenses. We'd have 10 node licenses. I think we're going to get... I'm getting myself confused here. It's been a long day. For each share, 20... No, there'd be 100 node licenses. If we had 500 shares, we would have 100 node licenses. Now, if each license paid $5, we would have a total of $500 come into the pot. And that $500 would simply be divided amongst the shareholders. So if you had one share, you would get 20 cents, wouldn't you? And if you had 5 shares, you would get $1. And that will all be done automatically. What will happen is, once we get to the end of September, we'll have a code written, and everybody that is in the co-op at that time will be in there, and they'll be tagged with however many shares they've got, whether it's 1 or 5. We're not allowing more than 5, so that is the maximum. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And then when we get a payment, however much it is, $10, $100, $1,000, $10,000, doesn't matter how much it is, we'll simply put that figure into the system, and it will then allocate the funds to every shareholder based on their shareholding, whether it's 1 share or 5 shares or anything in between, and that amount will go into your available cash wallet, and then you can use it for anything you want within We Share Abundance, or you can put it through the exchange and withdraw it out into the big wide world and do what you want with it. So it is there. We have had a few people taking us up on that. It's entirely up to you. Once again, do your own due diligence. We have no control over that program whatsoever. We have no special insights or anything else. We are all in this in exactly the same way as everybody else. We are just an affiliate or a distributor or a member or whatever they call the people that have chucked money into Beyond Infinity. Okay, I think at present we have now $6,000 invested through the co-op, and most of that is taken up in shares. There's a few shares that can be left, but if we get more shares than that $6,000, then we simply buy another package. But that's what we have in at the moment, $6,000 worth of contributions. That's what they call it, contributions into their system. Okay. So that I've been bringing up to date as well. Fortunately, we have somebody who's very competent running the sort of main administration of that. If you've got any questions, email him. Don't get onto me or support. He is the guy that's running it. I say he is very efficient, very good at what he does. And his name is, I should remember, shouldn't I? Shashi. Shashi, his name is. For some reason, I keep thinking of Shohab, but I don't know why. But anyway, his name is Shashi, and his email is on the form that you submit when you want to participate in the plan. So if you've got any questions, just go to that email address on the form. And if you haven't got the form, just go to the secret page and click on the link for the form, and his email address is on there. Okay. That pretty much covers everything that we've been doing today. A lot of it, as I say, I had a very pleasant break with my sweetheart for lunch. But other than that, it's been a good day's work with everybody. And I hope everybody is happy that we've said, okay, the ShareHub plan, we thank you for your patience. We've given you all $10. Okay. No questions here. Thanks for your participation. Thanks for being here. Without you, We Share Abundance doesn't exist. It would be just like an uninhabited desert island in the ocean. You are We Share Abundance. God bless. And I'll be here, same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, get out there. Share love and abundance. Be of loving service to others. Make sure if you're getting people into the ShareHub, they understand they need to commit to $2.50 a week for as long as it takes. And we can't tell them how long that's going to be. If they are active in referring people, I mean, they can break even within a few minutes. You only need to refer 2 people and you'll be in profit. So it's in everybody's hands to do whatever they can. But make sure that people know. And what's important as well is once you upgrade and become a paid member, you leapfrog everybody else in the power line. You go right to the top. Everybody that comes in after that will be after you, regardless of when you started and when they started. You'll be up there right at the top. And another thing to remember is if you decide that you're going to come out, oh, I'm not paying $10 every 4 weeks and only making a few cents, you're going to go at the bottom of the power line. Okay, you're not going to get your old position in the power line back, and you'll never get your old position in the matrix back. So once you commit to being in, make sure that you understand the word commitment, doing what you said you would do long after the mood has passed when you said you would do it. Think about that. Okay, God bless, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And we've got Peter in just a minute. Has he got something here? My community matrix has dropped from 40,412 to 112. I don't know what's happening. Please, can you explain a bit? That's not your community matrix. You would never have had 40,000. That would have been your power line. If you're in the matrix, the power line doesn't matter. You are above the power line. And that will be changed for all people in the matrix to show the total number of free members in the plan, which in fact stands at 40,000. Where are we? Just a minute. 45,683. So that is your power line now, regardless of what it shows. If you are in the matrix, that's what it shows. That is not your community matrix. That is your power line. Those people are making you no money until they choose to commit to that $2.50 every week. Okay? God bless you all. See you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. In a wild crocodile.